Hello and welcome to Lesson 3. This is missing numbers in addition and subtraction. Let's start with missing numbers in addition. So I've drawn a figure here that consists of 12 blocks. So if you count them, there's 6 by 2, there's 12 blocks. And I've put a divider there. And on one side of the divider we have 8 blocks, right here. And on the other side of the divider, we have an unknown number of m blocks, okay? So we know that the total is 12 blocks. We have 8 blocks plus m blocks equals 12 blocks. Well, if you think of this in terms of fact families, then it makes it simple to try and figure out if you're familiar with fact families and if you understand fact families. And what in essence we're saying is that 12, okay, m, and 8 are a fact family. So what does that mean? That means that m plus 8 equals 12, 8 plus m equals 12, 12 minus 8 equals m, and 12 minus m equals 8. Well, you probably noticed that this equation right here is an easy way to figure out m. Now, when you are trying to figure out an unknown missing number in addition, you don't have to list all of these fact families, all of these equations. All you need to understand is that this is the whole number here, and all you have to do is take away the known number, and you can find the missing number. Okay, hopefully that's not too confusing because we're going to move on to missing numbers in subtraction. And again, I've just, I put a rectangle around a certain number of these little blocks here. Okay, this is 24 blocks. We've got 8. That is not 24 blocks. Hold on. Course correction. That is not 24 blocks. It is 8 by 4, so that's 32 blocks. Okay, so we have the total 32 blocks. We take away W number of blocks. Okay, it's an unknown, a missing number. And we're left with 8 blocks. Okay, again, we can use our knowledge of fact families to figure this out because this fact family is 32, 8, and this missing number W. So that means that 32 minus W is 8. 32 minus 8 is W. W plus 8 is 32, and 8 plus W is 32. So you may see that this equation right here will give us our W. It's just 32 minus 8. Now you could do this with any subtraction problem. You don't have to have this number. Okay? Let's say that you didn't know the number of blocks. So let's say it's an unknown n number of blocks minus, let's say, 12 blocks, and we get 8 blocks, okay? We still can see that the fact family here is n, 12, and 8, whereas where n is the largest number, it's the whole number. So regardless, we're going to be able to figure out that number, thinking about fact families, because n minus 8 is 12, 12 plus 8 is n, and 8 plus 12 is n, right? So you should recognize that n has got to be 20. Okay, finally we're going to go to the practice problems. Okay, I'm just going to go through these just like the other lessons. A plus 12 is 45. Okay, that is the, I didn't write the totals here in your book. You can't do these without answers. I'm just going to write those in now. Okay, so A plus 12 is 45. 45, I'm just going to circle the biggest number in these fact families because that always helps us. Like, what's the whole number that we're talking about here? And this is part of the whole, and this is another part of the whole, and this is the whole number. this is the whole number, okay? In subtraction problems, this is the big number. This is the whole number. And C is the whole number. That means if you add the other two numbers up, you'll get this whole number. Does that make sense? This is part of the whole. These are part of the whole number. So in this one, if you add A and 12, you're going to get 45. So what is A? A is equal to 45 minus 12. All right, and that's 33. Same thing here. 32, B, and 60 are a fact family, and 60 is the whole number. So all we need to do is take 60 minus 32, and we get B is 28. All right, and this one is A is 33. In this one, C is the whole number. C is the big number in our fact family, so we know that 24 plus 15 is going to be C, and that's 39. And finally, 38 minus D is 29. So our fact family is 38, D, and 29, and we know we can just swap those. So 38 minus 29 is 9. So D is equal to 9. Okay, I'm just going to put a box around our answers here. And if you are having difficulty with this, please let me know. Okay, then we have, and again, you can use any letter you want to represent a missing number. In this case, it's a missing addend, remember? E plus 24, again, I forgot the totals here for some reason. I don't know why. But this is in your book. These are your practice problems. Okay? And again, I am going to circle in green our the biggest number in our fact families. So that would be 52, 70, 80, and G. Okay? So if we take 52, which is the whole number, and these two numbers are the parts of the whole, if I subtract this part, 24, I should get this other part, 52 minus 24. So we find that E is 28. Okay? And in here, 70 minus this part, 29, should give us F, the other part. And that is F is equal to 41. In this one, these are easy, right? Because G is the whole, and these are the parts. So we add the parts to get the whole, and we find that G equals 110. Finally, 80 is the whole, H and 36 are the parts. So all we have to do is swap these two numbers, like in a fact family. And we have 80 minus 36 will give us H, and H is 44. Okay, so this last one, I just looks complicated. It's not more complicated. All you have to do is add these three numbers together to get that part of the whole. And here is this is the whole, and these are all parts. These are all parts of the whole. So if I add all these parts to the whole, 36, 14, and 8, well, this is equal to 18. It's 58. So what we really have is 58 plus n equals 75. So here is our fact family, 58, n, and 75. All right, with 75 still being the whole and these being the parts of the whole. So I just subtract the 58 part of the whole, and I get n equals 17. Okay, and that is the whole minus the part 58. Okay, hopefully that is a quick and easy lesson for you guys. If you're having any trouble, please let me know, or maybe even seek help from a parent. They should be able to help you with this as well. Thank you. God bless.